The stadium froze the moment the ball left the bat, because everyone knew it wasn't just a hit. It was a sentence. A verdict. A guaranteed home run destined for the second deck. But fate, as it often does in baseball, had other plans. There's a rare hush that falls over a ballpark when something impossible is about to happen, yet no one realizes it, not until the very last heartbeat, when human instinct collides with pure athletic madness. 5 years. Countless games. Thousands of swings. But only a handful of moments where gravity lost the battle and sheer willpower took over. Moments where one defender refuses to let the ball leave the yard. Moments where a stadium gasps, the world freezes, and a single glove rewrites destiny. Tonight, we relive those moments. It begins with a wall, a soaring baseball, and a player sprinting toward the warning track with a kind of desperation that no stat can measure. The crowd rises in a wave, each person pulling their breath inward as if holding it for the outfielder flying toward the fence. The crack of the bat still echoes when the player leaves the ground, body stretched like a bow pulled to its limit. Time dilates. The stadium lights shimmer off the ball's white leather surface, reflecting in the outfielder's eyes. His glove climbs. His shoulders twist. The wall rushes toward him like a tidal wave. And then, impact. Chest smacking the padding. Legs kicking. The glove disappearing beyond the fence line, reaching into a part of the universe where only home runs are allowed. But not today. The ball sticks. The player crashes back to earth, landing like a meteor. The crowd explodes before he even knows he has it. Every robbery begins with disbelief. First from the hitter, who stands at the plate as if betrayed by physics. Then from the fans who came to watch offense but just witnessed a miracle of defense. Some robberies feel like theft. Others feel like poetry, elegant arcs, graceful leaps, acrobatic bodies twisting in midair like dancers suspended in spotlight. But then, there are those catches that feel like defiance. A refusal to surrender. Picture the outfielder sprinting full speed, cleats tearing up blades of grass as he angles himself toward the deepest part of the park. His teammates shout warnings. The bullpen watches with their hands halfway to their heads. He's running not to catch the ball, but to meet destiny in the air. When he leaves the ground, the stadium roars with a sound that doesn't even feel human, some mix of awe and fear and hope that is found only in the final breaths of a dying play. His glove extends, fingertips brushing a stitch, then gripping leather so tight it's like he's holding onto victory itself. He steals a home run, but what he really steals is the breath of every person who witnessed it. In another moment, a player known more for his bat than his glove runs into the outfield like he's chasing a dream he's not supposed to reach. The crowd leans forward. Announcers start their rising crescendo. He leaps, arm outstretched so far it looks almost painful. And just when everyone expects the ball to clear the wall, something impossible happens. His glove snaps shut around it like a trapdoor. Fans aren't sure whether to scream or laugh or stand in silent respect. The hitter drops his bat. His shoulders collapse. The dugout covers their mouths in shock. Some robberies break hearts. Others rebuild them. Then there's the robbery where the outfielder somehow climbs the wall, not metaphorically, but literally plants his cleat into a padded seam and launches upward like a superhero scaling a skyscraper. The crowd goes from roaring to stunned silence so quickly it feels like the air has been punched out of the stadium. His glove reaches higher than human hands should. The ball smacks into leather with a sound louder than any applause. The instant he lands, teammates sprint toward him as if he just won the championship. But he only smiles, as if he knows he did something even he can't fully explain. Another moment. The sky is purple, the stadium lights flickering against gathering clouds. A hitter unleashes a moonshot, the kind that climbs into the night like it's trying to touch the stars. But the outfielder chases. He runs along the warning track like a man guided by intuition more than vision. The ball begins its descent, and he leaps into the wall, shoulder first, glove shooting upward in blind faith. He can't see it, but he feels it land, heavy and certain. He falls backward, legs tangled, hat flying off. He looks at his glove and laughs in disbelief. The crowd roars as if witnessing a resurrection. Sometimes, the stolen home run comes at a moment when everything is on the line, the tying run, the go-ahead run, the season itself hanging in the air. The ball rockets toward dead center. The stadium rises. Coaches shout. The hitter pounds his chest, believing his hero moment is here. But the outfielder has other plans. He tracks the ball like a predator, eyes never blinking, feet pounding the turf with a rhythm learned over thousands of practice sessions. He leaps at the very last second, so late the crowd has already started celebrating the home run. Then silence. Then shock. Then chaos. He emerges from behind the wall, glove high, grin wide, and the stadium collapses into madness. There are robberies where the outfielder seems to teleport, 1 second jogging casually, the next flying horizontally like a swimmer diving through the surface of the water. The ball meets leather in midair, and he crashes to earth with the force of a falling star. For a moment, he doesn't move. Then he lifts his glove. The stadium detonates. The hitter stares in disbelief, hands on his hips, unable to comprehend that his perfect swing ended in a defender's highlight reel. Over these 5 years, the best robberies have something in common: they rewrite what we think is possible. They remind us that baseball isn't just numbers and projections, it's human willpower colliding with impossible physics. It's the story of players who refuse to give up even when the ball is halfway over the fence. It's the story of moments that become legend the instant they happen. In one unforgettable play, the outfielder sprints so far into the gap it seems like he'll never return. But he leaps anyway, twisting his body over the wall like a gymnast mid-routine. His glove swallows the ball with a soft thud. He crashes to the dirt, rolls, pops up, and slams his fist into his chest. The stadium loses its mind. Another robbery happens on a chill night where the ball slices toward the corner like a heat-seeking missile. The outfielder races in, glances at the wall, and leaps sideways, body parallel to the padding, glove extended in an almost impossible position. He snatches the ball right as it crosses the invisible threshold of home run territory. The bullpen spills out from behind the fence in disbelief. The hitter looks skyward, as if asking the baseball gods why they would allow such cruelty. There are robberies defined by violence, hard collisions, bodies slamming into walls with a thud that makes everyone wince. But the ball remains secure, trapped in a glove that refuses to let go. There are robberies defined by finesse, quiet grace, feather-light leaps, perfect timing that feels more like art than sport. And there are robberies defined by pure storytelling, the kind where the stakes, the timing, the disbelief all merge into a single breathtaking moment that fans will talk about for decades. Some catches are so unreal that even the outfielder laughs afterward, shaking his head like a man who just witnessed his own miracle. Others are met with stoic confidence, as if the player expected nothing less from himself. But every stolen home run leaves the same echo across the stadium, a sound that blends shock, joy, heartbreak, and awe into one unforgettable explosion. In the last 5 years, these moments have become viral legends. Clips that travel around the world. Plays that are rewatched millions of times, slowed down, analyzed, replayed, worshipped. Because deep down, we all understand something. A home run is supposed to be the end of the story. But a robbery is a rewrite. A robbery is a refusal. A robbery is a player saying, not today. Baseball is a game born from tension and released in triumph, and no moment captures that better than an outfielder stealing away certainty and replacing it with chaos. So as we look back on the greatest home run robberies of the last half-decade, we're really celebrating something larger. Courage, instinct, timing, heart, and the eternal truth that no matter how far a ball flies, there is always a chance, however small, that someone out there has the strength, the speed, and the madness to bring it back. And maybe that's why we love these plays so deeply. Because they remind us that even when something seems gone, hopeless, impossible, there is still one final moment where everything can change. One leap, one reach, one catch that defies the ordinary and becomes legend. And when that glove closes around the ball, when gravity loses, when destiny is rewritten, when the crowd erupts into a roar that shakes the earth, we're reminded that heroes don't always hold bats. Sometimes, they just hold the wall. And they choose to fly.